What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games. I'm bringing to you guys a deck profile on Rockets, an update on Rockets. Rockets have been doing very well these past two YCSs and regionals and everything, these big events. They even topped the UDS, and his build is very interesting. And yeah, I kind of used that and a few other decks to implement my own and using my own knowledge that I know of Rockets on how I play them and everything like that. Because that's the one thing about Rockets, they are very diverse. You can build a build to cater however you fancy, whatever extra deck summons you want to do, what you want to focus on, and what kind of end boards you kind of want to focus on. So a lot of end boards are kind of similar in style, but depending on the monsters that you play, your board can end a lot differently. So I'm going to run through the profile, explain my card choices and everything, and you'll see what you can do with Rockets. So, first off, we have the 3 Rocket traces, starting off with all the Rocket engine, part of the engine, the deck. You got to play 3 tracer. Tracers just that important part. So, with all your combos, you can literally just be like, 1 card combo on his own. Or like a 2 card combo on his own, just like him, and anything else to pop. You can get at least a Savage with that, with 2 negates, depending using the extra deck stuff. But Tracer is very, very important. You gotta see him as much as possible. 2 Magna Rocket, non-target send is very good. I only play 1 Silver Rocket. A lot of players play 2. I know the UDS champion played 2. I just find 1 is fine, because I like to play 1 Anis for Rocket as well, just because I like to have the effect negations as well. So I played the 1 Anis for Rocket. I played the 1 Synchron still. I think the level 8 synchros to go with him, his combos are very, very good. I don't see why not to play them. I know Tracer's a tuner as well, and sometimes 4 and 4 is easier, but I still like to have the 1 Synchron as well. And the 1 Recharger, I like to see that. I'm liking that this card is getting a lot more popularity. It's a very useful card. It gets you back your resources, and it can do a lot of good combos in the mid game, and can really get you back into the game if you need to. The 2 Abzeradas, you gotta play Abzerada. At least it's a 2 of, just because the 3 special summon from hand is very good, and the search is like detrimental. You gotta have it. And the 1 honorary Rocket that I like to play is the Gateway Dragon. I think Gateway Dragon is very good, and I think it's a bit underrated. Being able to just like normal summon this and like just get a free dragon from the hand can just really start your combos off. Also, if you're going second, you're playing as a Link, it's just a free special summon. It's an inherit summon as well, as far as I know. But it's a very, very powerful card, inherit summon or not. Like, it's very, very useful, and I do like to play as a 1 of. And you got your Starlish package of 3 Safer, 1 White Dragon and 1 Black Dragon. This engine is just too good to not play. You can drop the Safer down to 1. I was playing a 1 Safer at before, but then to replace the other 2 Safers, I was playing Dark Worms. So depending on your budget, depending on your availabilities, the Safer ratio can bounce from 1, 2 and 3 depending on your budget. So, but then replace those with Dark Worms, just because they fulfill essentially the same role and essentially the same combo. And then for 4 1-ofs, I'm playing the 1 Brotor, the 1 Realized Darkness Medal, the 1 Galactic Spiral, and the 1 Tempest. I can't afford Levianeers at the moment, so I think Galactic Spiral is a very, very good card, and I think it's a very good replacement for Levianeer. It doesn't fulfill all the purpose of Levianeer, being able to just remove cards off the board, but being a free dark level 8 to search and summon, and just get your combos going and continuing, is a very good extender, and I think it's a very good replacement if you can't afford the Levianeer. I still like to play the Tempest because it is a very good extender. It can get you another free body on the board, and being a level 7 does combo very well with your Synchron. So that's why I play that. Realized Darkness Medal is, it's self-explanatory. You gotta play Red MD, and the Omni Dragon Brotor is a good recovery play, and it's a good card to use to just get more searches and get more cards from your deck to your hand. It's very, very powerful. Moving on to spells, we're playing the 2 Boot Sector Launch, the one Dragon's Within. Dragon's Within, you search it, and Boot Sector, you also search it. Boot Sector is a very, very powerful card. Fulfills a lot of good niche. It's a very good starter and recovery play as well. Like don't underestimate the recovery plays that Boot Sector launch can just provide on its own. That's why you play multiples of it. Free quick launch, E-Tally for your dragons. I play 2 Allure Darkness just to ump the consistency. Like just draw power is very, very powerful. You play a lot of duplicates. You play a lot of dragons that you don't need all of them, but as long as you can get more cards to your hand. If you can get more cards to your hand, you don't mind banishing the one dark rocket from your hand or whatever. Like, you play a lot of traces to see it as soon as possible, but if you have multiple traces in your hand, a free banish of a tracer just to get dig into your deck for more combo pieces and more extenders is just very, very good. I like to play the Lower Darkness. The one Foolish Prayer and the one Dragon Shrine, self-explanatory. You want to get your Abzara into the graveyard, you want to get your other stuff into the graveyard. I play 1 Legacy Succession, 1 World Legacy Guard Dragon, and 1 Monster Reborn. I think the 1-ofs is very, very powerful. I understand why people play 2 Guard Dragons because they want to see it as soon as possible, and the moving can be quite handy. But I like to have the 3 1-ofs, just that means if I open up with all of these, God forbid, I open up all of these and my 2 card combo, I can use all of them. So I'm not locked into like only certain ones. The 3 Call by the Graves. You don't want hand traps to stop you, you don't want Ash to stop you. And these last 3 cards you can take out for any other hand traps that you want. Ash Blossoms, John Locks, whatever. This is just like as my usual standard skeleton that you can then just take it to whatever you need, to whatever your fancies. I played the 2 Guard Dragon Cataclysms and the 1 0 Day Blaster. I like to have traps in this deck just because if your play does get stopped, because you are susceptible to hand traps. This deck is, as powerful as it is, it can stop to certain hand traps at certain points in time. But if you open up with one of these as well, you at least have some form of disruption in the forms of just like any dragon to distribute to pop 2 cards. And if you pop a link, Dark Link, you can pop cards your opponent controls up to his link markers. Like, if you can resolve these, you are in a good spot. You're at least not in a complete losing spot. You can at least then stall for that turn, come back on your turn, and either try and continue your combo or resume your combo. No, continue combo or start a new combo, and then try and get back into the game. So I like to have these, but again, you can take these cards out and put in hand traps that suit your fancy. Again, Ash, Droll, Locks, DD Crows. These are all popular hand traps that people are playing at the moment. So you can use those. Moving on to the extra deck, we have the 3 big bosses of Borrowload, Bowl Sword, and So You Just Scolded. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit more. There we go. Probably should have zoomed in a lot more earlier. But yeah. So you play these, well, you at least play Bowl Sword. The UDS champion was playing the Unchained Abomination, which is here. You can play Unchained Abomination as well. That's another good option for you. I know I used to play Unchained Abomination. I thought it was really, really good. It is very, very good, to be honest. But I can't help but not play Borrowload in a Rocket deck. Borrowload just helps the deck so much, being able to just target your monsters freely, being able to steal opponents' monsters as well, just being able to just outboards that you naturally can't do. Bowl Sword is just there for OTKs, and Studio Squadron is a very good extender. It's a very good combo piece that you can use. Being able to just like make your other extra decks bigger is very, very powerful. Netting you more draws, but I am like hit and miss with it. I'm like swapping it in and out with Unchained Abomination just because Unchained Abomination with Trace is just too good. One thing I'll never take out this deck is now Topologic Trisbana. You can resolve this effect very easily. It's a very good card and just helps out the back row that you just can't deal with. The Quad Bowl and the Delindrous Dragon, I like to see that Quad Bowl is now getting more popularity as well. Quad Bowl is a very underrated card. It was a very underrated card, probably isn't anymore. But Quad Bowl just helps you so much, just being able to out problematic monsters. And just get all your resources back. It is, as he said in the UDS review, a mini soul charge in his own. It is very, very powerful, and I'm glad to see that he's getting the representation that he deserves. The Romulus and the Erratic Seal to round up the Link 2s. Very, very good cards, very, very important cards. The Guard Dragon package of LP and Pisty, and the 2 Striker Dragon. I just upped Striker Dragon to 2 recently, and it's been doing very well. I don't see any need for 3. If you're using 2 Striker Dragons in your combo, I just feel like you're probably, no offense, doing the combo wrong. I've never had the need to go into a Striker twice in the combos. Only ever once. If you form the combos correctly, or if you form the combos in the right way, you can just use 1 Striker Dragon to get 3 disruptions on board. Like, and if you're playing upper loser, you need even more disruptions. Like, you don't need 2 Striker Dragons in the combo, you just need the 1. Zone placement is very important. I think if you place the zones correctly, you can just get away with 1 Striker Dragon in the combo. So I'm going off in a little mini rant here. But yeah, I think 2 Strikers is all you need. You don't need 3. I feel like a Striker per boot sector is just fine. You use 1 for the main combos, and then you use the second one to search the boot sector to recover and go for a game. And the last of the extras, I'm putting the 1 Savage Dragon, the 1 Tenyi, and the 1 Dingirsu. I'm really liking Dingirsu. I'm not missing Hope Harbinger lately. Dingirsu is kind of like taking his slot in the forms of a disruption on summon and a protection for the rest. Destruction is very popular at the moment. People like destroying things. So Dingirsu being able to protect your entire board by just detaching an overlay unit is very useful, very, very powerful. And very easy to summon, and being a dark attribute as well means that you can summon it once you've resolved your tracer, as opposed to Hope Harbinger where you have to like time your things absolutely perfectly to be able to get the Hope Harbinger before you resolve the tracer. Ding gives you a lot more flexibility in terms of what you can, when you can and can't use tracer. And I'm really liking it at the moment. The protection is very, very good, and the outing of a for free is very, very powerful as well. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think. I do apologize for the lighting in this video. It seems to be very, very dark, but it's a very, very mucky day today. It's a very, very bit dark day. The light's not piecing into my room as good as it should be. So I do apologize that far, but I do hope that some of the quality is a lot better. I'm really trying to get the positions of the camera at the moment correctly, and so do bear with me as I keep doing more playtesting with the camera quality and the camera placement. So as always, guys, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, as always, happy dueling.